today, yesterday, everyone is talking about MK. But I've looked at those pictures. Those pictures are fake.
Wow.
It's not true. The mayor was never in the basement. They did nothing. Yeah, they are fake pictures. Even Eddie Mutwe went back and looked at them. They were fake.
He even went and checked on Eddie Mutwe, and all pictures were fake. Even he knows. He saw, unless he was living under the rock. Eddie Mutwe was brought in courts, in a court, limping. He couldn't even stand by himself. He had to be held. But he says, oh, that was fake.
A few days ago, the drones came to Aunt Miria's home in Ruzira, and she was not there, and they left. But
why are you not laughing? Why are you not laughing? Because you laughed when you're talking about Muhoozi saying, oh, that's a media strategy. That's a brilliant media strategy. Okay, now laugh.
And for the people that took her, if she's almost 80, I don't think she can measure up with the torture and all that.
You don't think she can measure up with torture? I thought, these images were fake. Eddie Mutwe was never tortured. Lukwago was never tortured. So who's going to torture Miria Matembe?
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live political commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this Kazoora guy. Just days ago, J.K. Kazoora was defending Muhoozi Kainerugaba's conduct after the abduction of former Kampala Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago. Kazoora even went on to describe Muhoozi's postings of photographs of a tortured Lukwago as a brilliant media strategy, dismissing the images as fake while ridiculing those who believed them. At the time, many Ugandans warned that one day, the same machinery he appeared to defend and to dismiss or reduce, could turn on those closest to him or himself. Few imagined that the warning could come so quickly. Then everything changed like it usually does. After the outspoken Museveni critic and his aunt, Dr. Miria Matembe, who used to be Minister of Ethics and Integrity in Museveni's own regime, disappeared from public view after a raid at her home in Ruzira. Kazola's tone shifted dramatically. I'm going to show you here. Gone was the praise. Gone was this praising of the media strategy. Gone was the mockery. Instead, he was pleading with the very security forces he had defended. If they had killed her, he begged, please give us the body so that we accord her a dignified burial. And if she was still alive, please do not torture her. She's in her 70s or she's close to 70. And as you know, internet, they say it keeps receipts. It responded with a little sympathy. Across social media, many users were saying Kazoora was now experiencing the very fear, the very anxiety, the very uncertainty, the very anguish that continues to be faced by countless families, and they continue to endure. The phrase that got repeated on the internet was, you reap what you sow. Now, whether one agrees with the reaction from folks on the internet or not, it reflects how quickly public opinion can turn. For many online, Kazoora's appeal is being contrasted with his earlier comments about Lukwago, with users arguing that compassion is often hardest to appreciate until tragedy knocks at your door. This is what we see. So what we're going to do in this commentary is examine Kazoola's stupid, remarkable change of tone. Probably not even stupid, it is understandable. Why his earlier remarks are being revisited, and why is the internet saying that karma has arrived at his doorstep. His doorstep. Welcome to Mordecai Marissa once again. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go on and show you the analyst Kazoora telling us, Lukwago. No, that's a brilliant media strategy from Muhoozi.
So today I want to analyze MK's media team strategy, and I think these guys are brilliant.
See, we have why is he even laughing? We have a problem in Uganda. People, thriving on vibes, really creating jokes out of a situation that doesn't require anybody to joke about. Let me tell you about how good it is to send 20 people to abduct a Lord Mayor of Kampala. It is funny. What a stupid dunderhead.
Now, today, yesterday, everyone is talking about MK. But I've looked at those pictures. Those pictures are fake.
Wow.
It's not true. The mayor was never in the basement. They did nothing. Yeah, they are fake pictures. Even Eddie Mutwe went back and looked at them. They were fake.
He even went and checked on Eddie Mutwe, and all pictures were fake. Even he knows. He saw, unless he was living under the rock. Eddie Mutwe was brought in courts, in a court, limping. He couldn't even stand by himself. He had to be held. But he says, oh, that was fake.
These guys are now writing this narrative, and I'm like, to get this talkability. So, MK has a few things that he has to work with. Number one, the generals, yeah? Because if President Museveni died today, the generals it could be a problem. So he has to make sure there's fear, there's control of our uncles. Those ones are our fathers, yeah?
Our uncles. This man is so stupid, oh my God. Okay, this is so stupid. Why is he doing? Imagine looking at Adolf Hitler doing this to people and be like, let me tell you about the strategy of Adolf Hitler. You know what? He's trying to make sure that people fear him, so that's why he's killing the Jews. What?
And no one came through to say a single word. It's only Uncle Tumukunde who came.
Oh, Uncle Tumukunde. His name dropping. See, he's my uncle, Uncle Tumukunde.
And even his tweet, what he said, oh, I believe in your leadership, please. It's like...
What is funny? Oh my God. What is funny? Former Lord Mayor of the capital city of Uganda was abducted. And this man looks at that and thinks, oh, this is a brilliant media strategy, something that he should be laughing about.
You come out, but no one came out. So, if you control...
Isn't that supposed to be a concern? Imagine, oh my God. Imagine. Looking at somebody committing atrocities, and people are afraid of standing up against this, and you be like, this man is brilliant. He's been able to silence people. What's wrong with you, stupid man?
Oh, those ones. Now the next is now Parliament. He announced on X that the speaker will be both and never say before the father announced, before sake. The guy just put it there. So he has...
That is wrong in and of itself. The military should be independent. It should divorce itself from engaging in partisan politics. Shouldn't this disturb this man? Is he this stupid? And I'm sorry to insult him. But the command of the defense forces shouldn't be the one deciding who the Speaker of Parliament is. These are called co-equal branches of government that work independently. At the same time, they work together. If we have the command of the defense forces deciding, oh, you're the Speaker of Parliament, should that concern you? Oh, my Lord.
Control
I can't with these people.
Now, and then Joel, Kati I'm trying to say, my young brother, I don't know what's going to happen. But if that war is won again, then he has control of that. Now he comes to us. Kati now, okay, even before us, those politicians that make noises here, take it to the you next. Yeah. And you see, even Bobby Wine, who had stopped.
What? I know you're frustrated. I know you are frustrated seeing this. I go back to reading chapter 1 of Timothy Snyder's On Tyranny. Chapter 1, it says, do not obey in advance. On tyranny. Most of the power of authoritarianism is freely given. In times like these, like the one we see in Uganda right now, individuals think ahead about what a more repressive government will want and offer themselves without being asked. A citizen who adapts in this way is teaching power what it can do. This simping, this praise, this stupid reaction to the lawlessness and impunity of Muhoozi is teaching him what it can do. He's looking at folks that have a following, that have a semblance of popularity in Uganda, people who should be calling out this lawlessness and impunity, reducing his lawlessness and impunity to mere jokes. Let me tell you, this is a brilliant media strategy, Muhoozi. What's wrong with this man? Okay, that's what he said. Now, the tables turned. I can guarantee you, when tables turned, this man is not able to laugh. The tone has shifted. He's not thinking that it's a media strategy anymore. Listen.
My name is Jackie Kazoora. I come from the Kanjinja family.
Laugh. Why are you not laughing?
Today is the 26th of June, 2026. And the Kanjinja family from Rutoma Kashari and where Auntie Miria Matembe is part of. And as a family, I've been tasked to send out a video and reach out to some friends and family, especially from Kashari, to see if they can help us find Auntie Miria. As you know, a few days ago, the drones came to Auntie Miria's home in Ruzira, and she was not there, and they left. But
why are you not laughing? Why are you not laughing? Because you laughed when you're talking about Muhoozi, saying, oh, that's a media strategy. That's a brilliant media strategy. Okay, now laugh. Because drones raided the home of your aunt. Isn't that supposed to be a media strategy? Sending fear. Nobody's saying a word. Where's Uncle Tumukunde? See? Oh my God. Isn't it too much weight to be stupid? Because this man was defending, saying, okay, why are you now concerned? If it was a brilliant media strategy, let it go.
In actual sense, actually, she was jogging. She was taking her morning walks. So I think probably the drone people, we think, I don't know, they could have probably found her on the road walking, and they took, and since there's no one to take videos or pictures, so, they could have taken her, but we honestly, we don't know. Yeah. So I'm trying to reach out, and Aunt Miria, if you're still there, probably in hiding. But the Kubulunga we know, I don't think she would hide. She's someone who will come out and say, yeah, my God will protect me, come take me. So we are a bit confused and worried, we don't know. But just reaching out to the great family of Kashari, people that, we're relatives to, we've grown up with. Our people, at Keren Kayunga, you're part of us. Even you, Edwin Karujire, you're from
Oh my God, listen to how he's name dropping. See, I'm connected. Edwin Karujire, you're part of us. Oh, Auntie Gundi, oh, we are Banyankore. Please, shut up.
Kashari, our MPs, Nathan Itungo, JB Patrick, Kayanjire family, Nyindo family, the Majeres, the Kazooras, the Chad,
oh my God.
Ndula family, anyone, even Mzee Sabiti.
Okay, Mzee Sabiti.
We're all from Kashari. That is our home. That is our daughter. That is our auntie. So we just want to know. We don't know because Aunt Miria is not the sort of person that will go into hiding and all that. So we're a bit worried. And for the people that took her, if she's almost 80, I don't think she can measure up with the torture and all that. If
you don't think she can measure up with torture? I thought, these images were fake. Edmuto was never tortured. Lukwago was never tortured. So who's going to torture Miria Matembe? What a stupid guy.
She hasn't made it through. Please don't.
If she hasn't made it through, I thought they were just taking photos for The brilliant media strategy.
Dump her somewhere. Please give us the body.
Give us the. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Imagine having this one in a family. Miria Matembe dedicating all her life fighting for the rights of people, only to have this man to reduce the lawlessness and impunity of Muhoozi Kainerugaba too. Brilliant media strategy. This is
Kati
Matembe.
Muhoozi yani CDF nguye CDF si mukuru w'amaje anayagawa olukusa ngugagende galabe citizen abatari b'amaje ordinary citizens ba Uganda abatari b'amaje ngu kamanda w'amage aragire bagende n'amamotoka baba chita ki mu Luganda si kubakwata babawambe ngu bagende mu maka gaabwe babawambe bakawamba batono oyo Besigye omulabe ebimutuseeko mazima omwaka gwede guno gwakubiri.
Imagine the pain I cannot imagine the pain the likes of Matembe have. There's one pain when you look at the country going to complete ruins. There's another when folks in your family, in your clan, are complete dunheads. They look at the abduction, torturing of innocent people and be like, by the way, Muhoozi is smart. And you cannot say, oh, Matembe says that because she's an adult, she has a well-functioning brain. I can argue Kazoora is older than me. And I know many of you are going to be like, Mordecai, because you are in the USA, you're able to speak. Okay, you can decide to shut up. They say, I might paraphrase this one, but it goes like, it's better to keep quiet and people think you're stupid than open your mouth and you remove all the doubt. If you are afraid to speak against the lawlessness of Muhoozi and Museveni because you're afraid they might abduct you, how about you don't engage in image laundering, the normalization of the brutality and repression of people's rights? How about you don't engage in that? I don't have any problem. Like I've always told you folks, you've seen us call out the charlatanic behavior of, what's her name, Anita Among, the likes of Nabanja, and a few other simps in the Museveni criminal regime. But I can argue that I never saw many people criticizing Apollo Nelson in Swambi, yet he served in the Museveni criminal regime. Do you know why? Because when time came for him to be prime minister, he just kept quiet. He never said a single word. So shut up, Kazoora. If you're afraid that you're going to be abducted, tortured, and disappeared or killed, shut up. This is sickening. I'm tired.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Marissa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.